The December solstice is a powerful turning point. It is one of the biggest moments in the Earth's annual cycle for rising into a new vibration and birthing a new Earth. During the solstice, the spiritual energy body of Mother Earth blooms open to receive a download of new light and consciousness from the divine source. As this new light and consciousness floods our collective, humanity takes another step in awakening to our unity and healing the structures that have worked against that unity in the past. Tune in with me and get ready to receive messages I channeled from the angels for you on this powerful ascension shift point occurring on the December 21st solstice. On December 21st, whether you're in the northern hemisphere celebrating the winter solstice, the longest night, or in the southern hemisphere honoring the summer solstice, the longest day, you are stepping into a sacred gateway of rebirth and divine illumination. The solstice is a turning point on our collective journey of spiritual ascension. It marks one of the most powerful moments in the Earth's annual cycle for receiving divine light within your spiritual energy body. This solstice, that light infusion, is helping to raise your consciousness so that you can awaken to a higher level of awareness of your unity with all creation and align with your innate divine ability to co-create your reality. Solstice also welcomes in a brand new 6-month cycle of spiritual evolution, karmic healing, and manifestation. Our ancient ancestors all over the world honored the solstice as a time to mark the interplay of light and darkness, symbolizing the eternal cycle of death and rebirth. Ancient monuments such as Stonehenge, Newgrange, Maze Howe, Karnak Temple, Chichen Itza, Angkor Wat, and many, many others were built to align with the solstice sun, serving as sacred sites for ritual and communion with the celestial forces. Spiritually, these sites were solstice portals where one could honor the thinning of the veil that occurs between the physical, mental, and spiritual realms during the solstice, offering heightened access to divine insight and to the transformative energies flowing through creation during the solstice. To this day, solstice offers us a powerful ignition point for aligning with and channeling the rhythms of creation itself. This takes on an even more exciting and nuanced meaning when we consider that now is one of the most exciting and active points of conscious and spiritual evolution that has occurred on the Earth in ages. The Earth is currently undergoing a vibrational shift that is helping us to raise our consciousness to new heights, and the solstice is seeding that process. The infusion of divine light we receive this solstice is guiding us deeper into our collective birthing process of a new level of consciousness and new Earth. If you're listening to these messages right now, then know that you are guided here for a reason, and that the angels wish for you to know that you are a powerful creator and leader in pioneering that new Earth. One of the most important ways in which you are doing that now is through cultivating a consciousness of love and unity within, and awakening to your ability to create reality through the power of your consciousness. The solstice is a powerful time to set intentions and plant seeds for the next 6 months ahead, like a surfer catching a wave at the exact right moment to ride it all the way to the shore. Every year, I like to set intentions on the solstice to prepare for the new year ahead and get ready to manifest something new into my reality. If you'd like to join me in that, then do click the link below to learn more about my 2025 Manifesting Challenge. In it, I'll be guiding you through a powerful 40-day ritual starting on January 11th, the 111 portal. We'll be doing live calls together on Zoom to receive angel messages, answer your questions, and activate your light body through the manifestation process. Solstice is the perfect time to prepare by setting intentions. If you sign up for the Manifesting Challenge now, you'll get access to my manifestation prep work guide, the 40-day ritual, and your manifesting journal. If this is lighting you up and you want to learn about raising your consciousness to manifest with the help of the angels, then click the link below to learn more. With that said, Let's dive into the angels' 3 messages for the solstice, including divine guidance on how to best align with these powerful creative forces. Now, all 3 of the messages I'm about to share will apply to you and the energies around us during this solstice. But if you want to get a sense of which message is your leading theme or lesson to focus on, then go ahead and pick a number in your head right now, 1, 2, or 3. Whichever number you're most intuitively drawn to will represent your leading angel message. Ready? Let's dive in. The angel's first solstice message is that your inner visionary is being awakened. During this solstice, our sun is conjunct the galactic center. The galactic center is the center of the Milky Way galaxy and is the point from which the galaxy rotates. It is located within the Sagittarius constellation, is packed with around 10 million stars, and is around 4 million times the size of our sun. A psychic read of the galactic center shows it to be a vast cauldron of consciousness and creation. Out from the galactic center pours unimaginably powerful waves of pure source energy, the pure God substance that fills every single tiny particle that makes up reality at each dimension of being. The galactic center is basically a portal of infinite potential and raw source energy that is now flowing through our sun and radiating into Mother Earth's fully bloomed and open spiritual energy body. According to the angels, one of the main ways this is affecting us is that it is filling human consciousness with future visions. Our consciousness is being ignited with opportunity and inspiration to envision our future selves and future world, and choose what we want that to look like. Remember, this is a very potent and fertile time to do this, as the solstice is putting you in touch with the rhythm of creation, as well as these powerful waves of inflowing raw source energy. To capitalize on this powerful rush of visionary creative power, set aside time to meditate, retreat, reflect, or journal. That way, you have the time, receptivity, and space to plug into these shifts consciously. If the universe is giving you a gift, you have to open your hands and heart to receive it, so be sure to take the time to tune in. If you'd like guidance doing so, then click the link I left for you in the description below to do my guided solstice meditation. Then, grab a journal and write down what you're envisioning for your future. Just opening up this space to express what you envision for your future will help you to tap into your higher self, where you're receiving a boost of clarity, intuition, and future insight now. Consciously receiving this information will help you to practice moving into your light body and anchoring high-frequency consciousness into your physical, earthly life. By the way, according to the angels, the future visions we're being guided to receive are powerfully rooted in love and the triumph of light over darkness. Light triumphing over darkness basically means that conscious awareness is triumphing over a lack of awareness, and truth is triumphing over illusion. The truth is that we are all one with one another and with all of creation. We are conscious expressions of God and channelers of God's creative power. In truth, we can only channel that world-creating divine power when we align in harmony with, and not against, the flow of unity that moves through all of us. Open yourself to see this, feel this, and glimpse the future, wherein we're creating an awakened expression of this truth in our shared earthly reality now. Pay attention to what shows up in your meditations, visions, reflections, and dreams, and be sure to write it all down to anchor it. The angel's second solstice message is all about going deep into your manifestation power. Your angels want you to know that not only are you now receiving powerful visionary ideas and truths, but you're also being empowered to turn them into reality. This is a time to plant seeds for long-term growth. 2025 is going to be a pivotal and historic year. This is your moment to choose and shape what it will look like for you. On the solstice, the sun will be aligned in a T-square with the nodal axis, representing a pivotal choice point for humanity. Will we choose love, or will we choose fear? You get to decide. When you choose love, you are enacting powerful spiritual leadership, that shapes the collective timeline and helps with the birthing of a new Earth. Right now, the North Node, representing our future collective destiny, is in Aries, which is all about choosing to be fiercely empowered and free. The gateway through which humanity must pass in order to step into our future collective destiny includes karmic lessons on claiming our freedom, independence, and self-empowerment. By contrast, the South Node, representing the past and what we're moving away from, is in Libra, symbolizing that we're walking away from self-sacrifice, people-pleasing, going along with the majority, and choosing to stay silent to our detriment. According to the angels, courage is one of the main spiritual ingredients being woven into our current lessons and opportunities in manifestation. When we are courageous and choose love over fear, hope over despair, and empowerment over complacency, we are powerfully moving with the spiritual light codes that are flowing through humanity now and helping to anchor and pioneer a new world. This solstice also includes a powerful alignment between Jupiter, the hopeful and abundant expander, Venus, the planet of love, and Chariklo, the dwarf planet that symbolizes compassion and healing, and who is also considered the midwife of new consciousness. This alignment represents that what we manifest now is going to be tinged with healing, love, compassion, and the infinite possibilities that we tap into when we heal ourselves of fear-based limitations. The loving and healing warmth within you is being kindled by these universal energies, and you are weaving that into the intentions you set, the thoughts you think, and the choices you make now, which are manifesting your future and new reality. Sometimes it takes courage to stand in your power and truth and enact the compassion and light you wish to see in the world. For help in this, call upon Archangel Ariel, the angel of courage and strength, who can help you to strengthen your courage and heal anything that may have stood in its way in the past. That healing is paramount to your claiming your full manifestation abilities. You see, manifestation isn't just about thinking positively or wishful thinking. It is about holding a foundational level of faith, hope, and love within your core belief system and self-concept. It's about then applying the powerful vibrations of that faith, hope, and love into all that you relate with in this world. This causes your entire energy field to vibrate with divine creative power that is not held back by any fear-based false limits. This high vibrating energetic field you then carry around with you feeds into the energy field of the earth and draws all the energies, experiences, and people to you that resonate with the vibration of your choosing. If you want to learn how to strengthen this consciousness of empowerment and abundance and raise your vibration in order to tap into your full manifestation power, then definitely check out the link I left for you in the description below to join my 2025 Manifesting Challenge. I would be honored to work with you in the new year on awakening your divine power and creating this vibration of new earth together. Let's affirm this power together now. Take in a deep breath, drawing light and air directly into your heart center, and affirm, I am a powerful and unlimited co-creator of my reality. I allow myself to transform from within now in order to harmonize with the perfect fulfillment of my highest soul intentions. My dreams are manifesting with ease, and I gratefully align with them now. The angel's third solstice message is that we are now grounding light into our lower chakras. When I tuned in for these solstice messages, the angels showed me a vision of powerful source energy flooding the earth and flowing in a direct line down our spinal columns into our lower chakras. The angels explained that we're now being guided to ground incoming source energy into our bodies. This is a huge preparation for 2025, where one of the biggest themes is going to be making dreams real, realizing our potential and destiny. 2025 is going to be a year for making the spiritual shifts that we've been undergoing a physical reality. The light we're receiving this solstice is rooting very deep into our bodies, our physical realities, and the practical earthly components of our lives. This is crucial because it means that the light is gaining a material foothold in this world, a physical foundation, so that it can create, root, and become an earthly expression. As the light flows through our lowest 3 chakras, our solar plexus chakra located in the belly region, our sacral chakra in the pelvic region, and our root chakra located at the bottom of the spine, our physical bodies are reacting, changing, and making space to become sustainable vessels for the light. This may bring in physical body ascension symptoms. To learn more about what those are, you can check out my physical ascension symptoms video linked for you below. This may also bring up issues related to health and healing. According to the angels, new light is illuminating facts, information, and truth related to our physical health. For many of us, this will help us with detoxification and learning how to better feed and care for our bodies as we rise into new frequencies and higher sensitivity. By the way, truth is currently like a powerful laser beam in our collective. At the level of your solar plexus chakra, which is your center for power, truth is going off like an alarm clock. This may bring about strong gut intuitions, inner knowing, and laser beam focus for digging to find the truth and detoxify not only the body, but also the mind from any toxic illusions from the past. Solstice occurs when the sun moves from Sagittarius to Capricorn, by the way, and Capricorn is an energy that wants to build for the long term. These themes of rooting, grounding, health, and healing are all helping you to build the foundation you need for manifesting for the long term. To strengthen this rooting process, be sure to spend time in nature around the solstice. And if the weather permits, place bare feet on the ground and breathe deeply to pull in the Earth's energy as well as the light flowing through Earth's energy field. Breathwork, stillness meditation, sea salt baths, and barefoot dancing are all wonderful ways to work this energy into your roots and start holding space for the new light physically. Overall, remember that this solstice is a sacred activation point, a chance to align with your divine purpose, manifest your highest visions, and root them deeply into the earth plane. Thank you so much for tuning in, holding space for this sacred connection, and liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. It is super helpful when you hit that like button, by the way, as it helps this video to find its way into the algorithm for other light workers who might benefit from these messages too. Be sure to check out my guided solstice meditation linked for you below so that you can optimally align with these special energy shifts. And click the link to join my manifesting challenge so that we can work magic together in the new year. I'll of course be posting a 2025 energy forecast video soon too, so keep your eye out for that. Happy solstice, and until next time, remember that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!